Greetings RC fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Sharky's Garage. Here we have my two D12s, ordered on the 4th of this month, arrived today, so 19 days from China. Boxes came in good condition and they're packed differently, probably because one is white and one is silver. And I know that there was a slight delay around getting one of them out because they were waiting for them to come into stock at the distribution point. Looking into the box here, see that nice sturdy cardboard box, then bubble wrap inside. I'll pull this out and show you the next layer coming off. This out of the box. Nicely encased all the way around in bubble wrap, which I'm now going to take my cam bit to and remove. Just wanted to show that inside the box is not just one layer but two layers of bubble wrap, and finally released from its bubble wrap prison. Now I know others have spoken about it, but for darn fine reason. This box is stunning. Yes, it's all in kanji, because I'm not sure whether this is Chinese or Japanese. But looking at how much effort has been put into the design of this box, I've just got a carry handle on it, so it means you can use it to transport your truck when you go into wherever you're going to be running it, if you're running it outside of your home. Let's turn that over the other way. Note, unlike previous WPL models, this is running on a 7.4 volt lithium ion as opposed to a 6 volt. The tape is cut, get the first look, and this is the silver one. So that one must be the white one. I'll pull it out for you now. Take that piece off. We have our accessories pack. We have our instruction sheet, we have the so you can see this is the China edition, which so all the instructions are not in English. There is downloadable from the WPL website, the instructions available in English if you need them, but most of it is pretty straightforward. Also included, battery, which has this nice WPL sticker there, mounts up onto the side there. Two sticker packs, one which has just the truck stuff, and then there's some WPL ones. Some of these might get sideverted into my diecast racing channel for some reason, as you'll later find out. You've got the headache rack, mirrors, side lenses, which go here with these behind, and we've actually got actual mirrors to go in there, which mount into the side here. Charger, screwdriver. So I've applied some of the sticker decals, the battery one because I think that looks good, and this one. I'm leaving the ones off of the rear and the front, because I may put lights in there, you notice just here where the spare wheel is where this tiny little battery sits. So it's a 500 milliamp hour 10C 7.4 lithium ion, which just fits into there. But for those of you that want to run a bigger battery, if you look underneath, if you take out that back wall of that battery box, it will give you room to slide in a bigger battery, because there's room above for a bit more width, and if you take that out, it will give you the length. So I'm going to get that battery on charge. I've taken side off the controller using the provided thing. It needs 2 batteries, and that's all you need to provide. Everything else is in the box. So having fitted the batteries, let's just talk a bit about this handset. I really like it. It's got a rubberized soft touch feel to it, so it really feels nice in the hand. Got nice fluid motion, and should be okay for one-handed driving, so I can film. On the top you've got your steering adjustment, your steering rate and your throttle rate, and the on-off. So nice and simple. Putting that to one side, let's get on to what you're really interested in. Looking at the truck. Spin it over onto its back and start at the rear end. So it's got WPL's new style springs on them. Look at the brass bushings in here. Look at the fact that although it screws in that end, it's curved around this end, and I believe these are being retrofitted to some of the older leaf spring models as well. Because the Suzuki Carry is such a small thing, this is an accidental 1/10 scale. They weren't aiming for 1/10 scale. They wanted to make a Suzuki Carry, and they wanted to use their standard rear axle. So this is the same rear axle as in most of the other WPL models. So they're interchangeable. I don't know what the gear ratio is. I don't know whether it's got to change gear ratio. The tyres, quite nice rubberized. They fold round on the inside. They look pretty good. I have got some drift tyres that I may put on this, but short term I'm probably going to stick the with the electrical tape around the current ones. Yeah, it just shows you there. The other thing to note, this linkage is the new style, which has a screw in this end and a screw in this end, which means it's easy to remove, but it's also the upgrade. And again, this is being rolled out, I believe, through the rest of the WPL models, so it's coming through there. For the scalists, we've got quite a nice looking transmission, underpan and everything here, so that painted up would look fantastic. On the front end, we've got this new Torsion Bar Suspension, and look at that steering angle. There to there. Fantastic, which is why this is going to make it a really cool drift thing. Also, note here, I don't know whether you can see that, but let's tip it forward. Looks like there's another thing there that you can attach on further out to give you even more angle. I mean, at the minute I think that's probably there, looking at it internally this side, to stop you opening up too much, but potentially you could use it to give some more angle. And as I say, loving this independent front suspension system. And you can see the spring there, torsion bar spring, working. Standard sort of little switchy at the front here. So 2 screws here and here. This clip here, which lodges in here, and these 2 which go into the shell at the back there. That's all it takes. Oh, and you need to take off this, which slides into here for your headlights. It's a brand new board from WPL, but now you can see again in more detail how that torsion bar suspension is working. You can see that 260 motor and the lead running down to the back to connect to the battery running through the frame rails. You can see the gap that side. With the removal of 4 more screws, here, 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 and here. Take the body off, which means that if you want to paint it, you can do. If you want to do more detailing, you can do, nice and easily. That leaves us our running shell. Let's talk a little bit about the cab before we go back to the body. You can see windscreen wipers, got working headlights. These we can fit some other lights to. Japanese style and British style right hand drive. Nice detailed seats, etc. Pretty detailed interior. I don't know whether that's showing up on camera or not. See if we can get a better angle. The doors don't open, but this is actually quite heavy, so it's again going to give you a fair amount of weight at the front of the truck. This bit is the beauty of the beast. The new style chassis. It would be difficult to do this in metal, it would be expensive, and it would be heavy. And you don't really need it to be metal. This is not an off-road vehicle, this is an on-road vehicle. That's not to say you can't make it an off-road vehicle. As you have a look online, if you search for Tomley RC and look for his D14, where he has put the body off of this, or one of these, onto a B14 chassis, a B14 KM chassis, I believe. Got a chance to have a look at that at the BERCC when he was there the other week. So battery on the rear gives chance to get some weight over the rear end. For comparison, this is one of my MN99 7.4 lithium ions, which is a 1500. You can see that it just won't fit, but take out the back of this battery box. Most of the battery it's going to be difficult to do one-handed. Will fit in there. Take that back out, and it should fit in the back to give you the weight over the rear axle as is intended. Or you can just pop that lead out through that hole, which means I don't need to wait to run. And if you wanted to keep the battery in the same location, you could pop that lead up through anywhere. It might be an idea to put a toolbox in the back here, but then you're going to be losing weight off the rear end. You need weight on the rear end to slide it around, according to some of the drifters that I've spoken to. Just thought I'd use a little bit of the time while I'm waiting for the battery to charge to bring the white one out of the box. This one I intend to do a Hoonigan key truck tribute build on, so I'm not going to attach things just yet because I need it looking at doing body kit and things of that nature to it. Which do you prefer in the comments below? Please tell me, do you prefer the silver one or do you prefer the white one? It's now the next day, the batteries are charged, you can see my shadow, and hopefully see, it's quite a rapid little truck. Trying to keep it on camera, just give you some running footage. Look at that turning circle. Now if I turn it onto the other servo rate, you can see this is the steering rate 2, which you can see is a smaller circle. The bigger one you get at steering rate 1. You see I spinned it over there like Hammond did, doing the Scandi flick, because I put it up onto throttle rate 2. Wheels. You know, I'm going to have to be a bit more careful because it's on throttle rate 2. And steering rate 2. So it's very easy to flip it over. Yeah, very easy to tip it over. So that's going to conclude things for today. I am planning to take this to the skate park. this concludes my unboxing and first impressions review of the WPL D12 Suzuki Carry drift truck. Please like, particularly comment, and do subscribe for more content. Catch you soon. Just a little bit of bonus footage. I've put a single wrap of electrical tape around the rear wheels. We're indoors in my kitchen. Let's try. This is throttle rate 2. And steering rate 2.